pick you up.
Okay. Hi, I'm Amber. I'm Stu's daughter. This is Jareth. I just want to say a little thing about how Dad and I started. Okay. It started with a tickle and a don't touch me. Wow, how far we've come from that day 30 years ago. You took me as your own from day one, and after that rocky start, boy did our relationship develop and grow. One day you came home with a panda bear, a soft toy. I bet that day you gave me that you didn't realise how cherished it would become. It has to be the most well-travelled panda in New Zealand, and I'm sure several of you here today could testify to that. As I grew up, we ended up with similar interests, trucks, models and country music. This gave us a unique relationship that very few people understand. Apart from having Jareth, I've witnessed some of your happiest days. Day of my wedding, the birth of your first granddaughter Taylor. You raced home from Wellington, got to the hospital just as visiting hours ended. You picked up Taylor and cried. The nurses were so touched by the scene that you were there still an hour later. Then came the birth of Alyssa, as you used to call her, Alicia, your second granddaughter. You were so upset you couldn't see her for 3 days as you were stuck in Christchurch. Becoming a papa meant the world to you, the love you and the girls have for each other is amazing. This leads me to the hard part. How do I stand here today and say goodbye to the most amazing, kind and lovable man in my life, my dada? I stand here knowing how much he loved me and his family. I stand here knowing how much his friends and colleagues meant to him. And finally, I stand here knowing he died doing what he loved. It doesn't stop the pain, but it helps a little. Goodbye, my giant teddy bear. I love you more than words can say. We all now have a guardian angel cruising heaven's highway.
Hi, there was a poem written on the pamphlet that was written by my mother, and I added a little bit to it, so I will be reciting it for everyone here. A little boy was born, a steering wheel in his hand. He said, when I grow up, I'll be a truck driving man. He started his career at a young, tender age. Learned the ropes from old friends. On the road, they knew his name. His passion on the job took him many places. Making friends and taking photos took him to different spaces. His commitment to his family, friends, life, and work, there was never any duty that he would ever shirk. A full career he did have, many of you he did know, and now we have the honor task of driving him back home. We think of you with memories and gaze up to the sky. Your name will be remembered, a legend never dies.